Oh yeah, sexy biscuits. Nice.
Longboard goes 1975. A using words on the rise. Reviewing games late at night and sometimes friends used to bug. Longboard goes 1975.
Oh dear lord, why is it when they do ports of the Spectrum version on the Amstrad they use such butt ugly colours for the loading screen? Anyway, this is Super Hang-On the Amstrad CPC, originally an arcade machine released by Sega in 1987, which was a super scaler and follow-up to the original Hang-On. Pretty sure you're familiar with it if you watch this YouTube channel. Super Hang-On is an absolutely fantastic sprite scaler, and it was ported to the micros by Electric Dreams in, I want to say, 1987. The Spectrum version of gameplay of that is absolutely fantastic, and this is a port of that. So I'm hoping, and I've played that recently, that this is going to be quite good. It does annoy me. I'm guessing they had a really tight timescale, so that's why it's a port. When on the Amstrad, they could have done so much more than a port. Could have had Spectrum version had colours, to be fair. There's a Commodore 64 version, which is pants. Then there's an Amiga version, which is absolutely seriously, got gameplay for it, it's absolutely fantastic. And so is the Atari ST version. Oh, and there's a Sharpette 68000 version, which is pretty shit as well, but that's nothing to do with Electric Dreams, which is basically the UK division of Activision at the time. This is genuine music written by someone whose name I can't remember, but he was, yeah. This is the map select screen, and this is the music he came up with, and it's the same as the Spectrum, I'm guessing, because I saw someone talk about it on the Amstrad the other day, about god-awful title screen music or something. Anyway, beginner, so that would be 1, and then space. Yeah, it's the same. Awful, it's what it is. So anyway, it's a stage by stage racer, not Sean Connery, rest in peace, racer, where you obviously have to beat the stage before time limit racing against opponents, but you do, it's a perfect Spectrum port, which isn't bad if it plays like it, but having played R-Type, that did not play like the Spectrum version. It was slow and buggy and shitty and shit like that. Shall we go with keyboard? I think so, right. It's all about that sweet responsive keyboard action. When you get full speed, you've got a turbos. Now, I'm not seeing it here. Right. Before I start game, I want to define keys. It won't let me define keys, so we're going with joystick. On the Spectrum version, it would let you choose between pure monochromic and a colour mode, which would put colour onto your bike and colour on the obstacles on the outside of the track, which wouldn't really make them obstacles, I'm aware of that. But there wasn't actually that much attribute clash, and it was a nice touch. Is this the same game engine as Enduro Racer? And where's the bird this feather came from? Fire. We're on joy. There we go. Right, so course is top left, speed top right, in the middle is my time. Pressing up. That's what, no music? Now, break. This is sluggish. I love the Spectrum version, and this is a bad port. I'm telling you that right away. Not to have a pop at the Amstrad. As you're probably aware on my channel, I'm very much enjoying being able to play the Amstrad now. The controls on this are pants. They're just sluggish as tits, but so is the speed. It's not running full Harry Clappers. Why? Well, it's Electric Dreams. They probably had the same problem, didn't they, as they did with R-Type. Get this out before Christmas. You haven't got time to code a proper version. Just port the Spectrum. But boss, look how it played out with R-Type. Don't care. There you go. See that little flashing thing on the back? It's really underwhelming. That's my turbos, and I've just lost it. And we made a stage. And that pensive sound in my voice is because with controls this lead-like, that's not going to happen much. What a wasted opportunity. You could argue, I guess, I mean the Spectrum version is sublime, that if you loved the arcade machine, you probably would have been happy with this. But honestly, while it might not look night and day, play the Spectrum version and then play this. You'll notice what I'm talking about immediately. And it's a shame, because if you look at stuff like Chase HQ, they didn't dial that fucker in. Of course, once you get hit by a bike, then every other bike on the track passes through you, slowing you down even more. To be fair, that's on every version. And that makes me fucked now. I'm wondering if there's colour changes. Do I care? 1 second. Oh, that was almost doable. I'm pressing so hard on the pad to get some level of response out of this that it's absolutely crippling my hands. What a wasted opportunity. Because even I'll admit it, the Amstrad could do so much more than the Spectrum in the right hands. You know, when it came to added colour to games. And obviously, I'm guessing it's not entirely Electric Dream's fault, because we're probably looking at a massive deadline here. But yeah, this is sluggish as tits. And it definitely runs slower than the Spectrum. Right, I want to change my high. Ooh, this is probably going to end in tears. Oh, I don't know. The animation on the bike's pretty good, but we are talking Spectrum sprites here, and it is definitely, that's not me just fucking, you know, banging one out for my beloved Spectrum. Awkward. It runs so much faster. It just feels it. You could, if you've played the Spectrum to any level, you just know immediately that this, it's got his lead boots on, or treading water in oil. One hit and it fucks you. Did that make any difference? My bike seems to move a little bit quicker. Oh, I've got a turbo again. I wish Gauge or something would flash telling me when I've got my turbos. I think that did improve the handling. Does that count, go around the outside? But that's like saying, you know, I've just taken off my wooden wheels and replaced them with fucking jello wheels. Jelly wheels, because I'm British. That was a really underwhelming crash, wasn't it? I'm right at the start. Like, you can just about work out how far you are in the stage in that really poorly coloured course stage bar at the top. What a waste. They haven't said that. If you've seen the Commodore 64 version, this shit's all over that, even if it is a fucking butchered port of the Spectrum. Well, I say that, it looks like the Spectrum, it's just, it's sluggish. And I don't just mean the shit controls. Oh, poop. I'm going to put, actually no, I'm going to leave my bike on high. To be fair, it doesn't. See, these signs, there's a mode on the Spectrum where you can have all this stuff in the background coloured, but since it's not actually in the track, you don't get attribute clash, and you can also have coloured bits on your bike, but your driver, or rider I should say, remains black. So there's no attribute clash with that. So like, where am I? Well, one up at the bottom, but I'm pretty sure Bob was me as well. Right, one more go. Travesty, travesty. Also, why do they all start better than me? This isn't the Mega Drive version. Go on. Sounds just like a real motorbike, doesn't it? I'm just, you know, troubling myself to determine the difference between them. It's like listening to real life. Why no AY chip goodness? I don't think actually, or I can't recall, correct me if I'm wrong, if there was music on the Spectrum version, the 128K version. Oh, doesn't really feel like I'm going 275 kilometers an hour, does it? To be fair, I've never actually been 275 kilometers in real life ever, so maybe this is exactly what it feels like. Ugh. See, even with it high, which is way better than it was, sensitivity wise, it's so fucking sluggish, you just can't avoid shit. And you're too busy weaving like this and giving yourself fucking Claw hands. That's the limit of my skills. That's all I can take. I can't take no more. Come on. Wait, see, he was off the screen and then I got hit. Fucktard. Huh. Sounds like Major Morgan. Who remembers that? Oh, and he was doing so well, considering he fucked up the first track. Oh, this is killing my fucking hands. Not just because the pad is shit, but because the controls are so fucking unresponsive. Super, hang on. On the Amstrad CPC, I can't play anymore. It's utterly shite. It may look like the Spectrum version, but trust me, if you played the Spectrum version, that actually plays. This does not, and it's not as fast. And, well, again, it's probably not Electric Dream's fault. Anyways, there's also loads of other things, especially if you played this back in the day and you loved it in the arcades. And was it fine if this is all you got to play? Or did you play it when you make Spectrum and just think, wait, what? Why did we get the shaft? We got the shaft on our type as well. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you later.